It was one of those shifts that never should have happened. I wasn't even supposed to be there. The company I worked for was a mid-size printing business, downtown rows of heavy machines, stacks of glossy paper, fluorescent lights buzzing overhead. By day, it was loud, busy, a place alive with people. But at night, it was hollow, dead, a warehouse with echoes and shadows. That Friday, my supervisor asked me to stay late and finish some end-of-month reports. Everyone else clocked out at 6:00. By 6:30, it was just me. The building felt different once the others left. Every click of my keyboard sounded too loud. Every hum of the printer seemed amplified, like it was filling the whole room. Still, I told myself it was fine. I'd stayed late before. I knew the building, knew the halls. It was routine, until it wasn't. At exactly 11:12 p.m., I noticed the sound. Not the HVAC, not the printer. Something else. A soft scrape. Metal against concrete. Somewhere out on the warehouse floor. I froze, fingers hovering over the keyboard. The place was supposed to be locked up tight. Only employees had keycards. And I knew because I'd checked that I was the last one inside. I stood, listening. Silence. Then, again. Scrape. Slow, steady, like someone dragging a piece of metal across the ground. I swallowed hard and told myself it was nothing. Just the building settling, or maybe the wind against the loading dock doors. But my gut didn't believe it. I grabbed my badge and phone and decided to do a quick walk around, just to ease my mind. The warehouse stretched wide and long, aisles of stacked pallets, printing presses sitting quiet, red standby lights glowing faintly. My footsteps echoed against the polished floor. I turned a corner. Empty. Another corner. Empty. I let out a shaky laugh. See, nothing. Just your imagination. That was when I saw it. Near the far wall, by the storage racks, a ladder, but not ours. We didn't leave ladders out. Safety policy. Everything locked in maintenance. This one was old, dented, the kind of ladder you'd see at a construction site, propped against the shelving, as if someone had placed it there. My chest tightened. I backed away slowly, phone trembling in my hand. I thought about calling security, then remembered. We didn't have night guards. Too expensive, management said. Just us employees and the badge system. That was when my phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number. Don't go upstairs. The office part of the building was on the second floor. My desk, my stuff, my laptop. And right then, my survival instinct told me, leave it. Walk out. Don't think twice. But my keys, my bag, everything was up there. And the only way out was past the lobby staircase. I typed back quickly. Who is this? 3 dots appeared. Then nothing. My throat went dry. I shoved the phone in my pocket and hurried toward the front exit. My badge beeped against the reader green light. I pushed the bar on the glass door. It didn't budge. I pushed harder. The lock was magnetic, electronic. It only released with power. And at that exact moment, the fluorescent lights above me flickered, then went out. The entire building dropped into blackness. I stood in the dark lobby, heart hammering, the glass reflecting only faint streetlight from outside. Behind me, in the warehouse, a single sound. Footsteps. Slow, heavy, coming closer. I fumbled for my phone, turned on the flashlight and spun around. The beam cut across shelves, machines, empty space, nothing. But the footsteps had stopped. I ran up the stairs. I don't know why. Maybe instinct, maybe panic. Maybe because deep down I thought higher ground meant safer. I reached the office floor, breath ragged. The cubicles sat in neat rows, chairs pushed in, computer screens black. The kind of emptiness that feels staged. My desk waited at the far end. Green coffee mug still sitting there, reports half finished on the monitor. And taped to the screen, a sticky note. I hadn't left it there. 3 words written in black ink. You stayed late. I froze. My pulse thundered. A shadow moved at the end of the hallway. Tall, broad shoulders, standing still just beyond the frosted glass wall that separated the cubicles from the copy room. I couldn't see the face, just the outline, watching me. My phone buzzed again. Why didn't you leave? I backed toward the conference room, clutching my phone like a weapon. My mind screamed, lock the door, hide, call for help. But before I reached the handle, the copy machine whirred to life. Papers fed through, printing. On the tray, 1 sheet at a time slid out. The first page was blank. The second page, too. The third. A picture. Grainy, but clear enough. It was me. Sitting at my desk, taken from behind. I stumbled backward, knocking into a chair. The shadow moved. Closer now. I bolted for the stairwell. The heavy door slammed shut behind me, echoing through the shaft. I raced down, 2 steps at a time, lungs burning. At the ground floor, I pushed against the bar, locked, still sealed. Footsteps echoed above. I spun, searching desperately, and that's when I saw the basement door. The basement was used for storage. Bare bulbs, old equipment, pipes running along the ceiling. I yanked the handle, slipped inside, and pulled it closed. My flashlight beam shook across dust and shadows. The air was colder here, damp. I crouched low behind a stack of boxes, forcing my breaths quiet. Upstairs, a door creaked open. Footsteps, steady, coming down. My phone buzzed again. Don't hide. I pressed my hand over my mouth. My heart felt like it would shake the floor. The footsteps reached the basement. I could see his outline now taller than I thought, head tilted slightly, as if listening. He carried nothing, no weapon. Just his presence was enough. The beam of my flashlight hit his face for the first time, and I swear, he was smiling. Not wide, not cartoonish, just a small, knowing smile, as if he'd been waiting all night for me to see it. What happened next is a blur. I don't remember standing. I don't remember running. Just flashes my hand slamming the fire alarm, the wail of the siren filling the air, red strobes lighting the halls. The man turned his head, still calm, still smiling. And then, he was gone. Police arrived minutes later. They searched every inch. No sign of forced entry. No footprints. No fingerprints. The ladder, gone. The sticky note, gone. The printed photo, gone. As if none of it had happened. They told me maybe I imagined it. Stress, fatigue, a trick of the mind. But they didn't see my phone. 3 final texts still sitting there. Don't stay late. You'll never leave the same. See you again soon. I quit that job the next morning. But I can't quit the feeling. Every time I'm alone at night at home, in my car, even walking to the store. I hear it. That sound. Metal scraping across concrete. And I know one day I'll turn around and he'll be there. If you've ever worked late, you know how quiet buildings can feel alive in the dark. But sometimes it's not just your imagination. Sometimes someone's really there. Don't stay late. Don't ignore the signs. And if you liked this story, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe for more terrifying true tales, and tell me in the comments what's the scariest thing you've experienced while working alone. Stay safe, stay alert, and remember, you're never really alone.